love that wee tune. Sorry about the state of my hair and everything, guys. I was not running about putting makeup and things on just to go live. It wasn't happening when I have got much better things to do with my time. So how has everybody been? I hope you've all been good. You've got the witchy experience tonight because it's Taro night. You have the privilege of seeing my altar tonight again. Most of you have always seen my altar, but a few of you have not seen my altar right enough. Can you put it in the room, guys, if you have never seen my altar before? Better grab an ashtray, people. Because as you know, I'm a smoker. Sorry. I'm actually going to give you a treat and show you my big altar tonight. So as I am, you're getting to see all of my witchy stuff tonight that's downstairs. Oh, dearie dear. I've got a... I'm not bragging, okay? In case some people think I'm bragging. I've got some, a witchy haul coming that I will share with you all, right? I usually do my unboxing, so it's not nothing new. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Amy. Have you ever seen my altar before? That's my Hecate altar. I need to show you Hecate. This is Hecate. She is a goddess of the underworld. She is who basically, say suppose I want to call upon a goddess because I'm feeling not empowered. Hecate has a lot of alter egos as well. She has Epiphras, she has Estonia. I've got loads of different ones. So if I think that's why she's got 3 torches, because she's maiden, she's mother, and she's crone, which is typically our 3 witchy phases. I am now into my crone phase. So whenever we want to call upon Hecate for a reason, if she thinks that it's something that one of our other alter ego goddesses can handle, she will send them. But Hecate is my prime goddess. That is the one that I took the course on to become a high priestess. So, and that's another thing I'm going to share news with you about, guys, okay, at the end of this stream, about my coven, okay? Yeah, Hecate is the best. Hecate is one of those energies that she's very understanding. See, the minute you make a connection to her and you know you've made the connection, you don't even need to ask her for things anymore. You don't need to connect to her in a way that where you're putting out your petitions and things. She instantly knows what you want, and she manifests it in a way with all along with you, because you've still got to do the work. Like I had to sit all my exams and everything still, but me and Hecate has actually my new job and all the qualifications and things. I do believe I would never have got that if it wasn't for showing my dedication every day, coming down and lighting my altar up. I've just took off our apples there just now, guys, because they're going a bit soft. But these apples have been on her altar for about 2 weeks. And if you are a witch, you'll notice that any time you put fruit on your altar, it lasts for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've tested it. Well, I'm going to say hello to everybody before I start chatting. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Drew's Paranormal Vlog. Oh, welcome, Drew's Paranormal Vlog. You're a really nice person. Welcome, Mystical Loving Light. Welcome, Mystical Loving Light. I know you've been here a while. Thank you. Welcome, Our Lee. Welcome, Mystical Love. Welcome, Sister Phoenix. Welcome, Our Amy, Shadowhunters UK. I'm so blessed you're here. Sorry I've not been in at your lives or sharing your links and things, but that's me, guys. I was on the phones today. I've totally graduated. I am now at the status where I've no more exams to set, and that's me full steam ahead. So I'm back. That's why I'm starting to do my lives again during the week, and I will be back to sharing all my links, and I'll be back to being in all your live streams. So good things happening, guys. So welcome, Phoenix sister. It was nice to talk to you. Welcome, Bob, all the way from Florida. Welcome, our Tara. Welcome, Suze. Welcome our Jacqueline Cause. Welcome everybody. I'm so glad you are all here. Welcome Paranormal Hub UK. I'm so happy to be part of all your groups, by the way. I was so happy to get your what you call those, your invites to your groups. Thank you for that. I've not did any tarot readings on YouTube for a while, so I thought instead of always doing them private, let's do some public again. I used to do it all the time, so why not? But before I do readings, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read out some of the facts and myths that I got. Hello, everybody joining for all the different platforms. Welcome. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out some myths and facts about tarot, and then we'll do some reading, guys. Okay. Let's share my screen and we'll see what we can figure out tonight. That was maybe something worth sharing up. As always, I've not read these, guys. I read them at the same times as yours. Okay. I like to read them along with you. Right. Okay. And these are from Exemplar. Excuse me. Tarot Secrets Revealed, Hidden Secrets. Whether it's revealing your future, explaining your feelings, relating to archangels, or involved in spell casting, a deck of tarot cards holds infinite possibilities. I've been using tarot for decades, yet I still have so much to learn and understand. I love learning new tarot insights and learning new things every day. 13 myths and misconceptions about tarot. This is me got to read them, right? Number 1. Tarot did not inspire playing cards. Playing cards were first developed in China in the 9th century, donkeys years before tarot came on the scene in the 1430s. Playing cards were so adaptable that they were culturally appropriate through Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Playing cards formed the basis for other decks and games like Taro. Well, they weren't the main one, were they? The Romani didn't invent Taro. Neither did the ancient Egyptians, Celts, pagans, or ancient society. The idea that the Romani brought tarot cards to the world is simply a romantic myth. Earliest evidence of tarot cards appears in Italy and France during the 15th century. Playing cards had arrived in Italy approximately 100 years earlier. There is speculation that the French-Italian tarot was a development of Mamluk cards from Persia, which were a kind of playing card deck that were heavily decorated and used the suits, coins, clubs, jugs, and swords. There, guys. Tarot originated as a game. Fortune telling with tarot didn't become popular for another couple of centuries after the deck was first invented. Meanwhile, the Italians were having a raucous time playing games of triomphe or trumps with the fifth suit, the major arcana or trump cards. The majors depict all kinds of mystical, spiritual, and Christian allusions because the players understood the power of these allegories. Card games were perceived as ideal opportunities for moral and mystical education, and rightly so. Later, when the Italians got bored with trumps, someone came up with a new variant called tarocchi, and in other countries the game morphed into the modern version of bridge. Oops, not too far. The term Taro likely came from the Italians in Tarocchi. The river Taro was a centre of industry and paper production, so the deck might well have been named for the place where the cards were printed. But the term didn't come from Egypt, neither is it an inaccurate anagram of rota wheel, as some teachers will tell you. All this explored in the excellent book, The Tarot History, Symbolism and Divination by Robert M. Place. Before launching into the book's main discourse of symbolism in the cards, the author gives a very useful potted history of the origin of the cards. It should be on every tarot reader's bookshelf, or, as in my case, on a Kindle app. Number 4. Fortune telling with tarot is a sort of modern development. Fortune telling of cartomancy, to give it its correct name, i.e., reading the cards, didn't become popular until the 18th century, though it's perfectly possible that divination with tarot occurred a lot earlier because playing cards were often used for fortune telling in the Renaissance. Robert M. Place is pretty sure that some form of cartomancy was happening in the Middle Ages and possibly earlier because of a link with throwing dice. Nevertheless, formalised tarot divination wasn't documented until much later. The year 1781 was the turning point, the year when Court de Gablin published the first occult interpretation of the tarot. So this is where tarot officially became a tool of divination. Yay! But after it became a tool for divination, it also became fashionable to attribute all kinds of nonsense theories to the tarot, like Egyptians or Romany roots. Several other occult systems were conflated and shoehorned into tarot, such as astrology, Hermetism, and the Kabbalah. The, ma- the mashup of meaning and works for some, but you have to remember that those things were never built into tarot, and the incontroverty of the cards is mainly Christian. Many of the occult theories are historically unfounded, and at times the occult interpretations of the tarot actually contradict the iconography present in the illustrations of the cards. Robert Michael Place, The Tarot, History, Symbolism and Divination, Penguin Published Group. There are four archangels in the major arcana. The first angel appears in the lover's card. There is some disagreement whether this is Raphael or Michael. In the first Italian decks, there was no angel, and the card was simply named Love. The angel's place was occupied by Cupid. Later, as more decks were published, the card was renamed, and Sexy Cupid was ousted by the more acceptable image of a mighty angel, bestowing his approval of the lovers' union, taking place below, and going with Raphael, as he is the angel of healing and lovers. Temperance. It is often represented by an unnamed angel, indicating we should be listening to our higher spiritual natural in the Bible. Revelations 10:1-2. There is a description of a great angel, usually thought to be Michael, standing with one foot on land and the other in the ocean. Some tarotics are convinced Temperance is Gabriel. The devil is also an angel. I always thought it was Lucifer, but apparently not. It is Ariel, who appears to teach humans that we create our own bondage by our habit of chaining ourselves to earthly possessions and attachments. He looks terribly, but is in fact trying to point out that he knows what's best and to release us from our addictions and attachments. But that would mean I would have to let go of my tarot deck habit, wouldn't I? Number 4, in judgment, Gabriel is seen blowing his trumpet, calling forth spirits from their graves, symbolizing immortality and showing that death is not the end of existence. Gabriel is the angel of resurrection and revelation, so it makes sense that he is on this card and not on Temperance. I'll read this and then I'll come back to you. The devil. You know, you don't have to be a witch or pagan or psychic to read tarot. It's true, anyone can learn to read tarot. It's a skill and an art. It takes lots of practice, but it can be learned. There are psychic readers who use tarot as kind of jumping off point. They tend to be less interested in the traditional interpretations and are able to clairvoyantly see what the rest of us cannot. I am jealous of their skills. 7. The rule someone should buy you first deck for you is a myth. I have no idea where this ridiculous old wives' tale came from, but you wouldn't be any less of a tarotist if you purchased your own deck. Take no notice of superstitious nonsense. Number 9. Yes, you can do your own readings. And while we are on silly stuff, the idea that you shouldn't read tarot for yourself is also false. I read tarot for myself all the time. Number 8. Tarot cards are not magic, they're just cards. It's true. Tarot cards themselves are not precious, mystical things. They consist of images printed on paper, usually made in China. They don't have spirits living inside them. However, it is possible that they are imbued with their owner's energy, and so if using a second hand deck, it might be wise to give them a bit of a shake out to remove those unwanted vibrations. Having said that, there's no need to take care of them like your newborn baby. You don't have to sleep with them. They don't need padded boxes or silk wrappings. They will be perfectly happy stored in the original box. Several of my boxes are even repaired with tape. The magic of Tara happens when those images and symbols connect with something in your imagination, memory, and emotions. Number 9. Tarot cards can be used for other things besides readings. There are lots of other things to do with a tarot deck. Here are 4. To write, to write fiction. A deck of tarot cards and an explanatory reference book are brilliant tools for a fictional writer. Use tarot cards to plan out your novel. Use them to develop characters. Use them when you get to a what's next moment. To meditate, tarot is perfect for a focus for meditation. Sit with your chosen card and visualize yourself entering the card and conversating with any figures you meet, or meditate on the properties of a particular major arcana card. To journal. Journaling is easy with tarot. Draw a card in the morning and in the evening, journal about how its energy manifested in your life throughout the day. To spellcast. Tarot is great for adding a bit of extra power to spellcasting. Simply choose the card or cards that reflect what you are trying to achieve with your spell and lay them in sight while you perform the ritual. Discover how to do it here. How to use tarot cards for spell rituals. I've did that before, guys. Right, now this is nearly at the end. Number 10. If you keep using tarot, you will never stop learning about it. Tarot is an elegant system which reflects the whole of the human experience. You can never learn all these is to know about it. It's constantly throws up new insights, and that's true. You don't need to use reversal when reading tarot. What? Gasp, no reversals. What are you talking about? But it's true. All the meanings and possible interpretations are contained in the upright image. Think of each card as a container holding all its practical wisdom, from negative to positive. Or perhaps it's easier to think of it as a sliding scale from the worst event, energy, outcome to the most positive. The skill of a good reader is understanding how to pluck the accurate interpretation. And to do that, you will use context, the situation, the question, any information that client shares, the surrounding cards, and your intuition. You see, no reversals necessary. You will find that by using all cards upright, but taking into consideration the sliding scale, your readings will become much nonsense and accurate. You can read tarot sans images and major arcana All you do is transfer your knowledge of the minor cards to the 52 cards in a regular playing card deck. You'll have to merge the pages and the knights into the jacks, but it's pretty easy. More information here. Taro is not dangerous. I've heard numerous questions and comments about how the cards might be a tool of the devil. It's odd, really, when you consider the origins of the tarot in Roman Catholic Italy, and when you look at the iconography, which is overwhelmingly Christian, so no tarot is not devilish or dangerous. Having said that, harm can happen when an inexperienced or malicious reader tells a client or friend that they or someone close to them is going to die or suffer from another horrible event. It's really important to cultivate a gentle way of reading and to take into consideration how a person might feel. Don't go blurting out some messages that will cause sleepless nights or mental distress. Make sure your client leaves feeling upbeat. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you liked that. Wait till I come back to you. Where am I? Just stop sharing. So what did you think of that, guys? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Christina. You could listen to me talk for hours. Thank you, Paranormal Hop. I'm not going to read tarot cards to you tonight, guys. I didn't know if a lot of you know that I do tarot readings. I've done tarot readings from I was about 17 years old, maybe. I got my first deck and played with them. Left them alone for a couple of years, didn't realise that I could read them. Brought them back out when I moved back to Les Mexico and I stayed in the Avenue and I brought them back out. Started reading a couple of my friends again. Left my tarot cards with them, so didn't have them for a few years. And then I moved up here, started to get witchy again, and ended up getting another deck. Wait, I'll go show you my other altar, guys. My other altar. See, us witches, when we're not got any spell work going on, we rest our altars, okay? Wait, I'd step over my desk. That is my the one I've just showed you guys, as I've told you, is my Hecate altar, right? That's the one that I light every day and show my dedication to. This one here is my season altar. It's resting right now, right? That is why it's got this on it. Because see, when your altar is resting, that's my plate for doing my spell work. So it goes upside down. Okay? And the candles and everything, they're all fresh, everything is resting, ready for the next season, ready for summer solstice. I carry beer for my partner. And this here, guys, is one of my jars. I don't know if I've ever showed you the jars that I do. Where are you? This is one of the jars. If you've ever got a jar off me, this is £10. You do get a candle with it that you melt over the top once the spell work is contained and you've put your petition in it. You can melt the candle over the top of it, or I can do that for you. But that is one that has to get the candle melted over the top. I just thought I wanted to show you that while there wasn't any spell work on it. So that's my big altar, guys. I should have showed you some. There's all the rest of my tarot cards. See them all? That's them all in the rack. That's mostly oracle cards and a lot of decks that I don't use for readings. I've got a lot of decks that's nice. They're very pretty. But I've got ones that I use for my readings, which is my Santa Marta, guys. Okay? So what we'll do is I always have a bit of selenite sitting. I always say selenite or calcite, whatever one it is. I have my Uncle Daniel's badge. He comes over here and sits with me. He gives me, and I've actually got the K2. A lot of times, guys, when I do start doing a lot of communication like this, my K2 does start to go off. So I don't know if it's on. Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's upstairs. I think that means it's on, doesn't it? Yeah. So it will be there in case. Oh, wait, I need to blow the candles out. All of it out. Go right down to the bottom. Right, okay, guys. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some names and see who. In fact, we'll say hello. Hello, Uncle Danny. We'll say hello to everybody that wants a card reading. Please put your names in chat in capital letters. I do a 5-card spread, which is your past, present, and future. Anything that may arise in your life and the overall outcome. If I do see a problem when I get to any of your cards, I will draw another card and help you try and guide you out it. Okay. Welcome everybody. I already said welcome to all you guys. Welcome, our dear sister Phoenix, Mystical Love and Light, Bob, Shadowhunters UK, Leah, Suze, Sharon, Bob, Terry. Welcome everybody. Uncle Danny, Jacqueline, my cuz. Welcome again. Thanks everybody. Christina, thanks everybody for talking to each other in chat and helping everybody. Remember, if you aren't blue, let me know and I'll make you blue and get you rolling each other's bones. Uncle Danny as well. Please share your links, guys. Welcome, Colin. Welcome, Panjax. Hope you enjoy this, everybody. Guys, I don't like to take money for doing my tarot readings, okay? So what I typically do is I will give you a reading, and if you think that you want to give me a donation after it, that is perfectly fine. My PayPal link is on the top of my channel. So if I give you a reading and you feel that you want to give me a little donation, I would be more than happy for that. Anything you give me does go back into my channel. It is helping to get me stock and different things for my shop that I need. So anything is welcome, guys. But I'm not one of these people that will deny you a reading because you have no money. Okay? So please just get your names down, guys. I'm going to go right to the very bottom of the comments, okay? And then I will scroll up. Jacqueline, I owe you a free reading anyway, sis. Echoes. Sis. Jacqueline. Phoenix. So far I've got Phoenix and I have Jacqueline. Sorry, guys. Right, okay, that's me. I've got Jacqueline and Phoenix. If anybody else wants a reading, start commenting now and I'll write it down, right? Well, I'll have a little cigarette and a drink. So if I've missed anybody, just put it in the comments again, please. Lee? Is Lee wanting one in Phoenix? Amy, you want one? Okay. Our Amy wants one. And Lee? I don't ever know whether it's Lee or Leah. Susan as well. Okay, guys. Colin. No problem. Thank you, Uncle Danny. Once I do the readings, guys, we'll have a quick chat as well. Okay, doc. Uncle Danny is the one that I was telling you about, Amy, that I look up to, that's taught me a lot in the paranormal field. And when I get a chance to talk to all you guys as a group, I will get Uncle Danny up to help explain to you what some of these entities are in the woods. Because Uncle Danny White Wolf, his name is actually a shaman, and he's a few other things on top of that. So he could explain a lot of the stuff that's in the woods. So we'll get him up when we talk to the lotties and see what's going on. Suze as well, okay. Suze is Susan, is she not? Suze, are you Susan? Is it Leah? Right, okay. Let me know if you're Susan. I'm sure Susan is Suze. But if not, it's okay, no problem. No, she's not, right? Okay, no problem. So we've got Susan and we've got Suze. Right, okay, guys. I just always like to light a bit of white incense just to keep the place nice and clear, free from negativity. I ain't got a feather here, I don't think. The feathers are over there. Just to make sure that there's nothing negative hanging around. And we'll just keep this in the incense burner beside us, guys, okay? First up, we have our Jacqueline. I will put the computer back a bit, guys. Will we go big screen and see if you can? I don't want to do this and then I end up my computer shuts off and you can't see me. Right, okay, you should be able to see this. As a lot of you know that already know me and I've done readings for before. Wait till we get the deck straight. I use my Santa Marta cards because these are the ones that I've connected to the most. I always like to start with the deck upright. What I do, the way that, for a lot of you that I've never read for before, the way this works is, my guides connect to your guides. Because most of you I don't know, what I usually do is I focus in on your name or your face if it's on your profile picture. And in my mind, as I'm shuffling, I'm asking my guides to connect to your guides to give you the highest message possible for the best outcome in your life. Usually what happens is I get a sense to stop. So right now I'm asking for my guides to connect to Jacqueline's guides and to give her the best outcome. Okay. Past. Present. Can you hear me okay, guys? Future. Anything that may arise in the overall outcome. Jacqueline's had a few readings off of me, guys, so she knows the ways this works, right? Okay. We have got the tower and it's upside down. This was your past, which proves to me in your past, and it might not have been like your childhood past. I know Jacqueline, so, and with me knowing Jacqueline, I know that this isn't going to be our childhood past because we've been through all that. This is going to be your past, as in probably a more recent past, where your life has been up and down. If you notice, the Tower is up and down ladders, up and down stairs, running out, no knowing much direction. So I do believe that your past, probably in the last few years, has been like that. It's been a bit of a tower where it's been a bit unstable, a bit up, a bit down. Genuinely a bit of unstableness. Stability was there, and maybe even the stairs in it was what was leading you in the wrong path. We know what we mean, Jacqueline. Right, okay, so as of now, your present card is the Sword, the One of Swords, which tells me right now that as I've always told you before, your swords is typically the problems in your life. That's the things that's going to cause you, like, stab you in the heart. I know it's all like metaphors and things, but that's typically the way I remember it is. Your swords is what's going to hurt you in life. So because that has got a lot of thorns, but it's also got flowers, and if you see at the top of it, it's got the sun trying to come through. So that proves to me that right now you're trying to work something out. You're trying your hardest to stay focused on that one thing that could keep you together. There is a lot of turmoil around it because it is weeds and flowers at the same time. But hope is not lost because the sun is trying to come through. So that proves to me to stick with it. The sun is breaking through. If you work on it, keep watering your flowers and things, you'll get through it. So that's quite a good card for right now. And your past, that was reversed. Your past is the Queen of Cups upside down. Your cups is your finance. Your cups is your emotions. So in your future, because it was reversed, it shows to me that and it's the Queen. It shows to me that because in the past you've always been willing. Look, she's willingly giving her heart away, okay? That shows, and that was upside down, remember? So that shows me that in the future you're not going to be as willing as you were in the past to give your heart out. So in the future you're going to be very guarded to who you give your heart to. You probably are also going to, because you look at the flowers at the bottom of it, you're going to keep everything that you love and you feel dear to you, that is emotional to you. You're going to keep that around you and you're going to keep it. And you're keeping your heart safe this time because it was reversed, remember. So you're not giving it away this time. If it was like that, I would say you're giving it away. But because it was reversed, it shows me that you're not doing that anymore. Right, anything that may arise is your King of Swords upside down. So King of Swords upside down is also your problem. What could mean to me, because it's the king, that a male in your life could bring you problems or has been bringing you problems. But because look at the sword and things he's got, he's willing to fight. So this, because it was upside down, it shows to me that anything that may arise could be something that is going to try and pull him back. But because it was upside down, it proves, put it this way, if that was upright, okay, it would show to me that something that was, he wasn't focusing on what he should be and fighting for it. Whereas when it was upside down, it shows to me that in the future, in anything that may arise, he's not going to look at it like that anymore. He's going to make it that it's something that's not going to happen the way it used to happen, if you get what I mean. The old person, the old thing that may arise would be that he would be selfish, think he's self, and kind of do what he likes. But because it's a sword, it shows me that he's willing to fight now for the love that he knows he's got around him. And I'm not saying too much, Jacqueline. We know where we're headed with this. I look at my readings when I know the people, guys. I'll give them a guidance, but I'll not say too much. Jacqueline knows what I mean. And the overall outcome in life is your Pentacles. It is your Seven of Pentacles. And that shows me that you're the one that is in control. You're the one that can move things around now. You're the one that can say, right, no, this isn't working anymore. This has got to be placed here in order for this to work. You're going to be more calculating. You're going to, because remember, Pentacles is your money, but also because money gives you happiness, it also kind of means it's your happiness. So to me, that means that for all it maybe look upon as money, you could be penny pinching as well and saving up maybe even. But all it means to me is the overall outcome of your life shows me that you have got the things within your control that you can move around to be happy, to be the person you should be, to achieve the things you should be achieving. Hope you enjoyed that reading, Jacqueline, as always. I can only tell you what I see, and I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, Uncle Danny, you go enjoy your supper. Love you. Blessings. Let me know what you thought of that, or Jacqueline. No problem, cousin. I've told you anytime. Just need to make sure they're not still upside down. We can talk as well on Messenger because I did see a few other wee things, and I'll go back this video and I'll explain it better to you, Jacqueline, okay? Right, who else did we have up next, guys? We had up our sister Phoenix. Let's shuffle and get Phoenix done. Okay, Phoenix, may my guys connect to your guys to give you the best possible outcome in life. May they show you the way to happiness. May they lead you out of despair. May they give you the health you need to survive. May they put the doctors in place that knows what they're doing to help you heal. See, I say amen. Yeah, definitely, cuz. Right, okay, Phoenix. Past, present, future. Keep feeling as if they're sticky. Anything that may arise, and the overall outcome. Right, your past. Pentacles is 2. Shows me Pentacles is 2, which is typically, I know people like that and look at it as lovers, but Pentacles is your money, and as I've explained, your money is usually your general happiness, which will bring you your happiness and things. Because Pentacles, for all it's your money, is also what helps you achieve your happiness. So I would say in the past, you've always probably had, I'm not going to say you've probably always been rich because that's not my place to say that, but you've always probably been somebody to lean on to get, you've never had to struggle when you were younger, let's say that. You've probably always had a partnership that you supported each other, whether it was your mum and dad that always had a job and always gave you good things, but you were always working on it together and getting close, and it worked. So your present is your 7 of Cups. I would say right now for all the 7 of Cups is emotions. I would say right now it more means to me there's a lot of things creeping in, trying to sneak in and take over your emotions. It's as if you've got a lot of things on your plate. See all these numbers, see all these cups, that's obviously 7 of them. But that proves to me there's a lot of things on your head right now. There's a lot of people that's got best intentions. See the love heart, that means that there is people with love trying to get involved to help you. Maybe you're shutting them out. Maybe the ones that you want the love from's not the ones that's reaching out, and that's why you've still got one in your hand. I would say that right now, if this is a card to tell me to tell you for your guides, that if you are struggling, sis, there is people out there that is reaching out to you. See how the branches are reaching out into the cups? That's to show you that there is people reaching out to you. You may be better just offering your cup to receive what they're trying to give you. Your future. The future shows me, which is your 8 of Pentacles, that you're probably going to have to do a lot of thinking in the future. It's not one of the best cards in the deck, this one. This just shows to me that in the future you're going to have a lot to think about. It could possibly be, because it's Pentacles, money, but as I've said, money is your happiness. I would maybe, because it is the number 8, which shows me that it is something that is really high up in your mind because of how high the number is. Try your hardest to really think it through, whatever it is going to be in your future. In fact, I'm going to put you another card on that. Your next card was the 10 of Wands upside down, right, which is your butterfly. So your Wands is your... How can I explain this to make it win with that card? The Wands is what's going to give you the solution to think different so that this is not on your mind. So your 10 of Wands is, see if, drop it. See your 10 of Wands, it's all full of roses and love and light. And that shows me, and even though because it was reversed, sometimes we can ignore the reversed signal. It could have been a mistake. But to me, that shows me to tell you, reach out, because there's love in there in the community. Number 10, that shows me that there is people out there that is high up, such as I've said, all the high numbers is always usually people that is high up in your mind, like you respect, whereas if it was number 2, it would be somebody that you didn't respect that much. So because it's number 10, I would say keep reaching out to the people you know that love you. There is a castle in there as well, which maybe shows me to tell you that you have to reach out to people that you, like your higher peers, such as maybe people that you hold in a wee bit higher of a field, like a king or queen. So you've definitely to reach out to people that's going to help you get out of your wee bit of maybe depression and pulling yourself back in the future. And I'm glad this was a future card, because this can help you. So when you get to that stage where you feel you're struggling, your mind's struggling, you have to reach out to family. Or anything that may arise, which was, see, you do what this, you do the guidance, what this cards are telling you, and then you've got the Hierophant. Now, what does that mean? Obviously, that is your peace in life. That is what is going to show you that you are now at a stage in your life where anything spiritual happens, you can sit back and you can deal with it. I mean, I know he looks stone-hinged, okay? But that's just to prove to you that you will be like that. You will be able to sit back and you will be able to take these things that may come up in your life in your stride. You'll be able to deal with them. You'll be able to work them out in your mind, like much like the Hierophant does, and figure it out. But remember, what I always tell you guys is you've got to take the guidance from the cards. If you don't take the guidance from that card could be totally different. So when you start feeling depressed, you've got to reach out to your friends, and then you will be at the state of peace. Your overall outcome is the King of Wands, and this is a great card to have, because that shows me that in the future you are going to have the power in you to tell people to go that don't serve you. Even if it's things in your mind, you're going to be able to tell that it to leave. You're going to have the mindset to know what's good for you and know what's bad for you. And if you look at the bottom, you've got the roses and your happiness. You also have, like, as if you've got something, you've got the knowledge and you're the king as well, which shows me that you've got it. You've got the authority in you then, in your overall outcome, to deal with these things and put them to bed and be able to cope and know the people to have around you to help you cope. Hope that meant something to you, Sister Phoenix. Welcome, Gail. Welcome, Dolby Socks. I think I already said welcome, Tower Doba. Welcome, everybody joining. Can you please remember and hit the like button, please, and share out, please. Thank you. Who wants a reading if I've got time? Rachel Tunnel. If I've got time, I'll do Rachel, not a problem. Some are quite faster than others, guys. It just depends on what I see. Our Amy's next. I will just get a quick drink. Where did I put my juice? Quick drink, and then we'll say hello to everybody, okay? Well, we are getting our drinking things. Where did we get to? Suze? Oh, you are Susan, Suze. Okay. Welcome, Emma. Hatchy Hatch. Susie, hi, hello. I know Drew since the days of Misty Cat. The faces of darkness back in the age were not so nice to... Oh, Hatchie's one of my favourite mods in the whole wide world. Hatchie and I have been through YouTube together being misunderstood. Welcome, Hatchie. Do you know something? I'm so glad you're here because I feel as if because you're in and Dobie's in, Shadow Hunters and things is in, I feel as if I've got my community here to support me. My real true friends and family and Uncle Danny. The ones that care about me and not just kidding on the care, so I share a link. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, Gail. Welcome, Phoenix. Oh, you excited, Shadow? You excited, Amy? Thanks, everybody, for the likes and the ticks and the shares. I appreciate it. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Drew, I am Susan. I thought that, Suze. I thought that. I'm going to fix this, right? Suze is our Susan. So you're at, right, I'll tell you the lineup, right? We've got Amy next, then we've got Leah, then we've got our Susan, Colin, and then Rachel. So if anybody else wants one after Rachel, give me a shout, please. And I will keep going until you're all done. Right, okay, let's shovel these cards and whatever we get to make sure they're up the right way, guys. I like them all to start up the right way, and then that way, if they're upside down, you know that it's spirit that's done it to give you a message. I would do the fancy way on the table, but it's too loud and it would crack right through. Welcome, everybody. I've got 15 people watching. I'm truly honoured. Welcome in. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, they're all free, guys. If I put up that I'm doing Taro readings, and I welcome yous all in and ask yous, it's free. The only thing I ever do is put my PayPal link up and I say to yous, and yous are no obligation whatsoever. That's all I do. It's not coming from me, the messages. I'm just the vessel. It's your guides that's giving my guides the message to give yous. So why would I charge for that? Unless the only reason I do charge, I do charge when I do parties and things, yeah, of course. But when I'm sitting here relaxed and Monday night, Tuesday night, whatever we are, I just want to spend time with my friends and give you some good messages. That's it. Right, let's do our Amy. So, Amy, all I'm doing is having your picture of your face in my mind. And I'm asking your guides to give you the best possible outcome, best possible guidance. Sometimes it takes longer than others, guys. That's just your guides getting to figure out the message. So whenever it takes long, that's a good thing. Right. Past, present, future. Anything that may arise in the overall outcome. Okay, Amy, in your past, that was an upside down card as well. In your past, we do have the Six of Wands, which tells me in the past, oh my goodness, this light, which tells me in the past, you've probably had a lot of death growing up, because everybody in this picture is mourning. And if it was reversed in saying that, but to me, I'm not going to go with the reversed. I feel as if in your past you've had a lot of mourning in your past. You've probably had a lot of people die around you that was probably status, if you like aunts, uncles that was around you. And maybe for all it didn't affect you at the time, it's always been something in your past that you were aware of, was all these people mourning, if you get what I mean. Like there was always people around you sad and upset, and that's the vibes I get for that. Present is your King of Cups. Well, I know you were out at the weekend, but come on, with the drinking, that's a bit much. Did you go a bit overboard? I'm only kidding, that doesn't mean that. Anyway, right, your cups is your emotions, as I've told you, right? That just means to me, because it's the King of Cups and he's drinking it, that just shows me that you've got your emotions under control. You're the type of person that you can take it in your stride. Like, say you were upset one day, I'll deal with it. Anger, I'll deal with it. Not meaning that you'll drink, meaning that, imagine the cup is the vessel of the emotion going into you, okay? It doesn't mean you're drinking, it means that you're handling the emotion of anger, you're handling the emotion of love. And that just shows me, especially when you've got everything around you and you are the king, that just tells me that anything in your life that comes up that is emotional, you have got it in you to handle it. And right now, maybe there's a lot going on that you're having to swallow, emotional wise, but it's because you're standing upright and you've got everything around you. That's to prove to you right now that anything that you're having to swallow and deal with, you can cope with it. It's not nothing that's going to drag you down. It's one of these things in life that is probably here to test you right now. And it's going to be interesting to read the rest, and I might come back to that. Sometimes I go back and I do like a summary, and I'll do that with these because I think it'll have a story. Right, your future, and that was upside down, was your Page of Pentacles, which shows me, have you always had to, maybe not so much when you were a kid, maybe in the last wee while, maybe because of COVID and different things, have you always had to penny pinch and really watch what you do with your money and things? Because look at that, that's like around her with all the thorns. It's as if she's having to really watch what money she's putting in her purse and having to watch the thorns don't pull her down. But it was reversed, and this is your future card. So that shows to me that there is either something coming up that you'll not have to worry about that anymore, about watching your money and having to save and having to really be careful that things are not dragging you down money wise. Maybe there's a new opportunity, a job coming up. Maybe there's going to be even more money coming in your YouTube channel or something, or a promotion of some kind with your partner or something. But that proves to me in the future, you're not going to have to struggle. Because it's a page, it does. If it was a queen, I would say it's going to make you really rich. But because it's a page, I would say that it's going to make you a lot more comfortable than you are right now. Maybe take you up a level or two that you won't have to struggle. Anything that may arise in your life is the Tower. Okay? And the Tower, for all I said, makes the up and down and things. The Tower is also a stability. So because that was something that may arise in your life, is just me going to warn you to be careful. Be careful about the people that will come in your life and go out your life. Watch always be aware to have the stability. When you're going up these stairs and things, this is like the stairs of life, if you like situations, not places where you're going upstairs, situations where you're having to decide whether you're climbing that ladder or not. This is just to warn you that the things that may arise in your life involves decisions. So it's just a warning to you to make sure that you weigh up the decisions, weigh up whether it's worth it trying to climb that staircase or stay where you are and take a different route. It's just, I mean, you're young, Amy, and you've got a lot of opportunities ahead of you. So that's not a worrying card. That's more a card of things are manifesting in your life where changes are going to happen. So just make sure that the tower is staying as strong as the tower should be, and you'll be fine. Just always, even with your partner, talk it through. Make sure you've got the structure there to make the decisions. And I do feel it's got a lot to do with that one, where you won't have to penny pinch. It's maybe promotion or something, or even having to move somewhere or something. But there's a lot of changes coming up, and as long as you stay stable, keep thinking it through, talking it through, weighing up the options, you'll get there. And your overall outcome, let's see. There you go, celebration. 3 cups. Cups is your emotion. That shows me that you're always, look, you're winning. Whatever outcome you have in life, if you follow the guidance of these cards, and always just be aware of the ups and downs that could destroy you. I always try to make the right choices. You're going to be happy as long as you do that, because look, you are celebrating. It's the 3 cups, which is typically means rejoice. It typically means that either if it was a, say for example, I knew you and I knew your 21st birthday was coming up or something, that would show me that you were celebrating. So I would say that because that was your overall outcome in life card, I would say that you're going to be happy in life, and life is going to be like a celebration. So a great reading, Amy, a great reading. The only thing is the tower. Be careful of the choices you make and things like that. That's the only thing. And I do believe that you're not going to have to, if you have been penny pinching all your life, I do believe that you're getting to a stage in your life where that's not going to be as bad, either a promotion or something. I hope that means a lot to you, and I hope it means something. What do you think, Amy? Let me know your thoughts, missus. And who did we have next? We had our Leah. Welcome, Shrimp Shack. Welcome, our Eva. What's going on? I'm okay, Hatchie, brother. Give me a quick email and we'll chat an email, okay? You've still got my email address, haven't you? Wait, I'll put it in chat. Oh, wait, no, I can't see it. I've put my computer too far away. Oh, that noise. Gmail. You give me a quick email, Hatchie, brother, and we'll get a long chit chat and I'll keep you updated, okay? You've been one of my biggest followers for 5 years, so I'll keep you up to date, bud. Okay, give me a quick email and we'll have a chat. I've got a lot of things to tell you anyway. You don't even know I'm working yet. Our Hatchie. Was that good? Thank you, Amy. Okay, Lee. Is Lee still here? Lee. Welcome everybody joining. Sorry if you've joined and I didn't see you. You know you mean the world to me. I'm honestly not ignoring you. Oh, wait, I take your phoenixes off the screen. Remember, guys, if any of you ever want to keep me company on screen, just let me know and I'll send you the link. Okay? I don't like to push you to come up if you don't want to. Oh, then my card just fell. Right, guys, I'm going to have to concentrate so I get Leah's done. Is she still here? Are you there? Okay, let me see your free face again. Oh, keep dropping them butterfingers. Oh, wait, it'll come up. Oh, there, so you know that I'm no. That was quite an abrupt stop. If any of you ever read, if any of you do tarot readings, you get that urge where you just know you have to stop. Right, okay, Lee. Oh, push you back a bit. Past, present, future, and it may arise, and overall outcome. Okay, your past. Oh! Our Lee's always had people in her life that stuck up for her. Have you always had big brothers and maybe dad that was overbearing and maybe too many people in your life that was maybe no, that's not really nice to say that. Did you always have people in your life that came to your rescue, stuck up for you? Maybe had a dad that was strict? Because usually that's what that means to me, the Knight of Wands. And saying that, your knight is a message. Maybe there was a message came to you when you were younger that a big brother reappearing or something. But I go on my instinct to what I see. And to me, that means that there was always somebody there when you were younger that kind of, you're my sister. She says, yes, thank you. Right, okay, right now, present ones. You had a lot of death right now around you, Lee. There's been a lot of death around you, maybe a couple of aunties and family members died at the moment, or even been no well, because this is like one of these cards where it's as if that there's like been right now you're trying to struggle out of something, either mourning people or mourning a job or mourning something that was, because it's wands, it was something that meant something really good to you. Yeah, I thought that. It's very adamant in that card. I'll pull you another one. Time's a healer. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's just to let you know that time is a healer, and through time you will get over it. And it could even be just to let you know that if you bide your time, you're going to hear from them. So I'm sorry to hear about that. Your future. Future is the Hermit. This could be a warning to you, Leah, just to not let this make you go withdrawn into yourself. Try and reach out. Try and not let, what our community does, especially myself, Uncle Danny, that we as a community try and promote helping people with their mental health. If there's ever a point you're struggling and you want us to explain the death process and how it works, where they go a little more, you then let us know. But to me, that's a warning to you. Don't withdraw into yourself, please. The help is here with us in our community. It's going to help you cope better. Or it could just be that you need the time to take to come to terms with it. But just always know that we're here, okay? Anything that may arise. And that this is Seven of Wands, right? And for what might look, sorry, it's the Nine of Wands, but sorry, is it the Six? The Six, I think. So for all it maybe looks scary because it is Santa Marta and she's like as if she's howking things down and because it's red. That's to show you that you've got the power to cut down the emotions. You've got the power within you to cut all that emotion out of you. You see how she's right now. Do you see how she's got her scythe and she's cutting away all these red things? This is like all your troubles that's going to hold you back emotionally. You've got the power within you to cut that all out. And that is something that may arise card. So that shows me that that's serious. You have to fight through that. That is a warning to you as well as the Hermit card to show you that you've got a wee bit of a fight in your hands to keep out of the depression. But know that we're around and we are here to help you, especially when you get me in Messenger later 24/7. Your overall outcome is the Five of Cups, and that shows you you're going to figure it out, because look in his mind that it's a maze, and that shows me that the overall outcome is you're going to figure it out how to cope with it. Your mind will get to a place where the puzzle will be settled and you'll be solved. If you see there here, it's water he's in, which is when you think of water, it means that you're kind of floating and relaxing. So don't worry, you've maybe got a wee bit of depression that you're fighting through right now because of the death of your mum and things. But know that there's a community here that is here to help you, and you've got it within you to fight through it. And when you do fight through it, you're going to be at a much more relaxed place where you're going to be able to chill out and enjoy things again, and maybe even that's why the maze is there. That's to show you that you've got it within you to figure it out. But if you want to take a day or two to think about this, or even to tomorrow, and you've got any questions, let me know, because I can go deeper into it with you, Leah. Okay, don't struggle. But I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and honestly, just contact me if you want another reading to help guide you out of how to cope, because I've got other things I can do. And we do have calling now. I'm just going to light some incense, guys, and it's just because I don't want I want the guides that's here for Leah to take her back some peace and love. This is just to set the mood again, guys. Can I get some confirmation on the K2, please? If there's any Leah's family around that would like to give her confirmation that she can get through her struggles. If there's any of my guides around, or any of the guys' guides around, would you just like to light the K2 up, please? Even just a flick the confirmation. I'm just putting some incense on. Whenever you want to put them in these holes, it never works. Okay, there must not be any spirits around, guys. Right, okay, who are we doing calling? He's all okay, guys, after the readings. No, that's no problem, Leah. Honestly, I'm always around if you need me. As I tell everybody, if I don't get back to you straight away, I will get back to you when I see it. And if a couple of hours go by or a day goes past, mail me again, because the chances are your messages went away down my feed. Welcome, Vanna. Welcome, everybody that's new. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Remember, try and hit the button, guys, and please share me out if you think it's something your friends would be interested in. Okay, I'm doing Colin and Rachel, and then that's us for tonight. Our Colin. Let me see your wee face, Colin. Have you got a picture on yours? To see if Colin's got a picture. I like to see the face. A Shippy Shimpy or Shrimp Shack. Another one that we bump into live streams together all the time. Colin, have you not got a profile picture, buddy? Welcome, Rosa. Welcome, Gail. Guys, I'll do tarot cards every Monday again if you's like. I just jump back and forward just now until I settle into my job, and then I'll be back to doing everything I always used to do, spirit box and everything in my home. Sorry, Colin, I can't find you with a profile picture, buddy. I'm just going to have to really concentrate and hope my guys know who you are to your guys. I think they will, though. Right, I know. I'm always fearing in case you think I'm dead, so stupid. My dog's right at this door. Oh, dropping them again, guys. One. Oh my goodness, that was about 3 that time. 2. Oh, and I've got a treat for you when we finish. I'll give you a postcard for Spirit for the group, okay? An overall card for the group. It's called Postcard for Spirit. Right, Colin. That's us, buddy. I'll put these up. Right, past, present, future, anything may arise, and overall outcome. I made that spread up myself because I was sick of doing Celtic spread. Right, King of Cups. Have you always had to be the one in your home, or even as you were a kid, or maybe even your home right now, that has to always be the one that brings in the money? You always have to be the one that maybe has to go to the shop and bring in the messages and things, because the night is a message or a messenger. So that says to me that you've always been the one that's always been the one that's had to go out and get and bring things in. Present is the 5 of Pentacles. And you can throw a wee bit maybe when they say depression right now, but you have money on your head, and it's not just on your head, but it's really, really plain on your head. Pentacles. Because typically to me that means when it's the 5 of Pentacles, because it's 5 is half of the deck, obviously 5 is half of 10, because you don't count your pictures. But that to me shows me that you're really, really in a half and half mind space right now about money. It's really getting you down, and you're trying to stamp on it and things. Just remember, money's only money, and there is debt helpers out there and things. There's people you can talk to. Or if it's maybe, I don't want to say too much, but just know there's help there. Okay, future is Judgment. There's a lot of things I could say about the Judgment card, right? But I don't know you enough to read it out, to judge you about a situation, okay? But because of this card and the worry about money makes me worry about this card with Judgment. Just be very careful. Okay, anything that may arise is your 8 of Swords. You really are going to have to fight your way through something. You've always been the person that brings things in. I'd say right now you're having money troubles that you're having to really work out and stamp some out. Judgment is coming. You got a court case coming up. If you've got a court case coming up, and I'm no one to even speculate, but get a good lawyer. Overall outcome, Temperance. Temperance means that things is on a very good things is in your overall outcome in life, which is Temperance, is going to be at a stage where, depending on if what I think these cards mean, it means that your full life will change. Temperance is a card where you've been awoken, such as like what happened to me when my when my son-in-law died. That was what I kind of felt at the transition period, was like what Temperance is like, where you're, it's hard to explain, especially when I'm unalive. I would really like to talk to you more about that in depth, because it's more a story. This is where the Celtic spread would have come in really, really good, because it's a story and I can't really say it all without adding other cards, and I can't do that on a live because it would get personal. So I'm sorry I can't finish that that reading calling, but I would do it privately for you. And we've got Rachel next. Hope that meant something to you, Colin. Just don't panic though, because as I told you, there's always cards that can guide you and help you. And you've got, you know, a witch, so there's plenty of other things I can do without tarot readings that can help give you a wee bit bigger guidance. Right, okay, our Rachel. Can I have a wee look at your pretty face, Rachel? Okay, thank you. Right, Rachel, where are you? Do I have a little look? It just makes it easier if I see your face. I can't find you, Rachel. You want to comment again, Mrs.? Oh, Rosa, did you say you wanted a reading? Yes, I did. Listen, guys, right, I'm not going to put anybody else up, but if you want a reading, say quickly. And then once I do Rachel, I'll do you. One more. Right, okay, Rachel. Ask please explain card helps through. I know it's just hard to explain when I'm on a live, because some of these readings can get deep, and I wouldn't like to bring out somebody's business that could really. I'll do you, Suze. It's okay. I wouldn't like to bring somebody's business out that really made people think the wrong idea. You know, like, for all I know, he could be like going up to court as a witness to something. Whereas if I kept continued, people might think that, I mean, he's gone to court for a, you know, it could be that misconception. But whereas that's not what I see. Right, okay. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to do Suze instead of Rachel, because Suze was first. Sorry, Suze, darling. Sorry, Mrs. Right, okay. Past, present. A few cases stick together. Future. Anything may arise, an overall outcome. Right, your past. The Fool. Well, see, listen, the Fool is a Tara cares is the Fool's journey. Typically, we're the Fool. That all these people we meet is like Temperance, the Tower. This is all situations that we meet in life. So we start off as the Fool. So I would say maybe even you've got in the past you've always been like silly, maybe a bit not unguided, maybe a bit not want to listen, a bit teenagerishly. So that's your past. This is upside down, which is the Seven of Pentacles, which I'd say again is typically it's like you having to make sure that you're pushing the right thing. It's if you imagine that like the old way of counting money, like a cross. That just explains that you have to watch where you're putting your money. You have to make sure that you're not putting your money up here to move to here. That type of thing. It's really directional. But because it was upside down for you and it is your card for the moment, I would say to me, that means to me to tell you that you don't maybe necessarily need to worry about money right now, putting it for pillar to post. Maybe you've got a wee bit of money that you can play with. Right, okay, and your future is your Ten of Swords. Swords, as I've told you before, is usually typically problems that come up in your life. So the 10 is probably something that'll be quite adamant in your mind. I would say that it's probably to do, because of the way that it is in the background, it's more to do with people in your business world. Maybe there's people that you're not getting on with at your work, and they're like a dagger in your side right now. To me, the card's guidance for that would be to try and just stick with it. Be focused. You're the butterfly, of course. Be focused. Try and be the one that is there overall, looking down on these people, knowing that because of the roses and the flowers, I would say stick in there, because happiness is coming again, because you've got the flowers all around you. For all you know, if it is work, these people may not last long, so stick in there. Or if it's relationship or something, which I doubt it because it's swords, it's usually typically when it's like that, I would say work, colleagues. Anyway, the sun's always a good card to get in a reading, and it is something that may arise in your life, which really just tells me that there's something joyful coming up. There's maybe a celebration of some kind. It could be maybe a newborn baby or something, but it's definitely something to look forward to that's coming up. Whenever I've did a reading to anybody and the suns came up on this overall outcome, something that may arise, it's usually something that's good. It's the sun. Put it this way, if the sun's out, everybody's happy usually, isn't it? So that's the way I typically read the card, is there's something good coming up that's going to be a joyful occasion. And your overall outcome is Pentacles, which, watch your money. That's just, see how you've got your treasure chest here and it's got weeds around it. That's a warning that maybe this is your overall outcome. It's a warning to you to be guarded of your money, be guarded of the things that mean a lot to you, money wise. It could be even home antiques or something. That's just a wee bit of guidance for you, a wee message, a wee warning to be guarded, even if it's maybe in your older age. Watch your money, that type of thing. So, yeah, I would say you've always been the person that has either been the joker in your past, or you've always been that type of person that's never really wanted to grow up. Yeah, right now I would watch your money. your future, I would definitely say that there's people to watch and things. And son, everything will be all right. That comes up will be a joyful occasion. Just be very careful of who could maybe try and steal your money or possessions, if you like. Right, that was Rachel. Is that me done? My throat's killing me. Vanna Marie Davis sent me friend request for your reading. All right, Lucas. No bother, guys. Everybody always likes postcard for spirit. So what I'm going to do before I finish, right? I'm going to give everybody a card, a postcard for spirit they're called, right? And these are cards that is directly from our guides. These are oracle cards, and what they basically are is a message that the higher beings want to give us to help us cope in our everyday life. We can ask these cards to come from one guide for ourselves, or me as a witch can ask my guides and the powers that be to give us all a universal message that we'll all thrive from. So I just call out to my guides, to my ancestors, to the higher beings, to the angels, to the gods, the goddesses, anybody that's got a part to play in anybody in chat, spirituality. Can I please get you to unite and give us a card that is for the overall outcome? Oh, there's one fell. It's for the best. Oh, that's my deck. That's the instructions. That'll give us the best overall outcome in life. That'll help everybody here in chat thrive. Give us a message of inspiration. See ya, amen. Right, guys, we have one that's difficult to read. Would you believe it? Okay, here we go. Do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be complete, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good idea. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. I didn't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. So, what is the mantra, guys? I didn't cause it, I didn't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Okay? So that's what we have to do from now on. Hi, Mike. Welcome. That's what we have to do from now on, guys. Okay? That is the message for our guides. We have to start delegating things and stop thinking we have to take everything on myself. Because I'm the world's worst. I do everything in this house and I end up giving in when people do want to help me. I always say, oh, just leave it. I'll do it myself. Was that Mike the Naked Bigfoot that's in, or is it just Mike? Welcome, Mike. Thank you for coming, buddy. You're about the only one that came to see me for, you know what? I seem to have been shunned. Jeez. Blessings, everybody. And Lee, definitely please message me. get me on me. If you're not on Facebook or anything, even just leave me a message underneath or my email address I'll put in chat. I don't like to give people, anybody that I've gave yous a reading for and yous want a better explanation, please don't hesitate to email me or get me on Messenger, because I can give you another reading, not a problem, and an in-depth one where you'll understand better. Remember, guys, this is kind of my job. I do this all the time for people privately. Instagram, yeah, even Instagram, and I'll keep checking it. Hi, Brother Louis. I didn't know you were in. Hi, Eva. Has it been? Oh, thanks, guys, for saying it's been good. My confidence hasn't been really good the last few days. I've been really upset about a few things, okay? And I'm not getting into it, but I really, really have. But my job's doing great and I'm over the moon. I was on the phones today for the first time and I made a few good deals for them, I think. I'm not going to say too much or I would probably get sacked. Thanks, everybody. I'm just going to light my cigarette. I'm going to talk to you. And if anybody wants to come up and join me on screen, I'm going to put the link in just for 10 minutes, just to give me some company. I would just appreciate it if a friendly face came up to talk to me for 10 minutes. In fact, there's not even 10 minutes, it's 6 minutes, guys. I was going off at past. Just to say hello. But if none of you come in, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind. I'm going to see Brother Louis, Brother Louis in chat. I'm going to see my other Brother Woody. He did a reading for Rochelle, my best pal. She's usually in chat, but it's too late for her. But she's choking to see what he managed to get for her. All right, guys, I don't mind if you don't want to come up. That's all right. Don't worry about it. I know you're camera shy, Louis. I know. But listen, I've told you before, you used to call me all the time for California. So call me, because usually when I'm off work about 6, yous are probably getting up. So I've told you all before, try calling me on Messenger. And if I don't answer, I'm busy and I'll get back to you if I'm not. Thank you, Gail, for coming. I love the Canadian accent as well. And I'm coming to Canada at one point. Uncle Danny's coming to Scotland. And then when he comes over, I'm going to go back over with him to Canada for a week or two. And help look after him and just spend some time in the Grove and things and get to know my cousins and things like that. So that's okay, guys. Don't worry about it, all right? I'm just glad you are here. Thank yous for coming. It means the world to me. It honestly does. Thank you. And I love yous all dearly. Thank you, Phoenix Sis. And I'm tired. So they're already up. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Drew, I just wanted to tell you that we all love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Yeah.
I know, you just get your feelings hurt, you know what I mean? It takes a couple of days to bounce back when you're empathic.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I've just got
Yeah.
up, so I look a fright.
Don't be silly. You're perfect as always.
Oh, dear.
So how's things going? Are you okay?
Yeah, good. I just wanted to tell you too. Like, I bought a pack of Housewives Taro from Canada secondhand. So it
Right.
worked out. If I got it sent to me by ship, then I get it cheaper, even if I
Right.
bought it new. So I just got it.
Oh, wow, they're nice.
Oh,
Do you
I
want to
know.
use some?
So I was worried because I'm thinking the whole time that it's going to fall off the ship. Because you see on YouTube all the time, they have these
The big
footage of these ships and the
containers?
big containers falling off into the water. So I figured that if it gets to me, it's meant to be with me.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a
Would you
little
like
bit
to read
just
some of them?
I'll pull one card, okay,
Right, pull
because
a
I'm not
card.
very good.
Let's see what they're
And
all
I've just
about.
got them, so I must be meant to because my hands are getting warm.
I just hadn't read Tara for a while, and I thought I'm definitely reading Tara because it was National Tara Day the other day, and I didn't do it.
Wow.
There's so many good decks out there, isn't there?
See
You
if there's
could.
going to be a jumper.
It's
Oh.
just one of the decks that prefer to jump. There's a lot of decks like that. They like to jump out at
Oh,
you.
wow. For the collective, I don't even really know what they mean, but I got the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles.
Oh wow, that's quite good.
Wow.
That's good. That's fresh start. And what's the other one? Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands.
Yeah,
So that's
King of
like a
Wands.
fresh start, but you've also got it under control type of cards. So
You
you
got all
basically
you
know what
need.
you're doing.
And he looks like you've got all you need.
Yep, that's
All
it.
there.
A fresh start and you know what you're doing.
So that's for everybody. That was the collective.
Good. There you go. That's a great message to give everybody because it's typically our community.
Yeah. Oh, it must have been meant to be. What a beautiful deck.
Don't you worry, Dobie sis. We will get you your wolf deck. Dobie's been
Oh,
looking for a wolf deck for a while, so we have to try and get her a deck of
wow.
tarot cards that's wolves.
Oh, look, I've just brought chat up. Hello, everyone.
Welcome up
Oh.
there, yeah. Everybody saying hello to our Eva.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Danny was in earlier, but he's away off now. I think he's still trying to recover and get fit.
I slept in this morning, so I'm a bit late to the table anyway.
That's okay, don't worry about it.
It's funny how the Australian accent sounds really weird when you hear it.
See, I think that about the Scottish. I can't even
Oh,
listen to myself back. I
I
hate
no, you sound great.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Louis,
son's.
Louis, I definitely think that we could open up a channel where everybody that's shy, we could go on to a channel that's just small and introduce everybody
Yeah.
that's shy, and then slowly but slowly you can build up to come into to the bigger channels. Because I think you would all be
Mm,
great on panel. We would have
mm.
a ball.
I've only been up a couple of times, so
Yeah. Like
yeah,
it just takes a little bit of courage, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah.
And I always want like somebody up to talk to because I always feel as if I'm talking to myself, even though I
Yeah.
keep an eye in chat.
Oh, no, we listen. Thank you, Gail.
You're all so sweet, honestly. Well,
Yeah.
guys, I have been live for a while, so I'm so proud that he's lasted this long with me, and I'm over the moon that my sister Evie came up with me. It's
Ah,
made my day. Thank you.
yeah. Oh, we just love you, and you're just a lovely person. And I tell you what, I've watched you grow. Like when you first came on, you were very shy and not confident, and you know how sometimes you think, oh, I don't know if this channel's for me, but you
I know.
stay. And every time I thought, should I just leave this channel? And then you'd talk, and I think, oh, you're quite sweet. And then
Oh,
I
thank
start
you.
I started to watch you grow and as a person within yourself. And I thought, wow, you're amazing. Like, you're so inspirational.
Oh,
So,
thank you, Eva. You're
and
going to
I'm
make me cry.
but I'm sure I'm
Thank
not the only
you.
one that thinks that, because and I thought you needed to know, like, when I
Yeah,
say that I'm proud of you in the chat, all of that's behind what I'm saying,
yeah.
because, you
It
were
means
so
a lot
shy.
to me. It really does. You all saying that. Honestly, I do, and I love everybody that comes into my community. I see you all as brothers and sisters, and I
Same.
always say like our Gail or our Louie or whoever or our Eva,
Yeah.
because you all do feel like
Mhm.
family to me, and it means the world to me that any of ever show up. So thank you all very much. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be live 3 times a week just to keep the community going, because I feel as if there's a lot of spanners in the work right now that is trying to split us all up as a community. So I'm going to be the one in the middle that's keeping us all together. And I think
Yeah.
Uncle Dan will jump on that with me, because we know what's good for us all. And it's being
Yeah.
together as a family and staying strong.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well,
So
I'll
I love
go.
you all, and thank you for coming up, Ev. It means a lot to me. And just because
Thank
it's half
you.
11 here and I need to get to bed, I'm working tomorrow, and I'm proud of that as well. That I've actually got a job. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe next time, you can tell us all about that, because yeah.
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll be live again. I do believe.
Oh,
What did I
Dale.
put up? Thursday, I think. Yeah, I'm interviewing Natalie from Ghost Rambles on Thursday, so he's like Natalie. Natalie's sweet.
Mm,
So
mm.
I hope to see you all then. If any's are ever live in between then, drop me a message in case YouTube doesn't give us a notification.
Right.
As usual. Right, okay, everybody. Thank yous for coming. I really, really am honoured that you came and spent time with me. It means a lot to me. And I hope you enjoyed your reading, and there'll be more to come. So blessings, everybody, and enjoy your Tuesday tomorrow. Have a nice day. I think I better end the live first. Blessings, everybody. Good night. Love and light.